up before the sun as we prepared our gear for 2 days of hunting. The plan of attack was to fill the freezer, get some pack training in before the rut, and to spend some time in the hills. With the gear ready for the day's hunting, we headed off to see what the day would bring. We were soon onto some fresh pig sign as the darkness receded and the sun poked its head over the nearby hill. The binos were out as we started to scan the nearby area. It wasn't long until we glassed a bachelor mob of red stags and spikers, enjoying a good feed in a nearby gully. The friendly cattle in the wind direction were going to make the stalk hard, and the deer had soon fed back into the bushline, so we carried on our ascent up the hill and into the bush. Another purpose of this trip was to check some of the game cameras Tobias and Blake had set up on a previous trip. With the SD card switched out, we were back on the climb, and it wasn't long until we were pushing through the delightful lantana bush. The joy of pushing through the final lantana and hitting the open ridgeline. With the sign increasing, our speed slowed as we scanned the ridgeline and gullies for potential game. Setting game cameras up in your hunting area is a great tool to see what animals are passing through the area, and also their patterns. We managed to get a few videos of different deer passing through the area. With the morning hunt being unsuccessful, we reset on a vantage point and got the binos to work. It wasn't long before we spotted two spikers feeding on the bush fringe. With the sun setting, our plan was hatched and the stalk began. With the wind holding in our face, we closed the distance, and it wasn't long before Tobias was in a position and ready to take the shot. With a fat spiker on the ground, it was soon time for the knives to come out as we broke down the deer and got it ready to pack back to camp. Back at camp, the deer was broken down, packaged and into the esky. A great first day. Day 2 dawned, and we were once again up to see what deer were out and about. We soon glassed a mob in the distance. However, as the sun began to rise, they soon fed their way back into the bush. Continuing to glass the area, we had soon picked up another 2 deer. They were slowly feeding their way towards the bushline, so we decided to try and close the gap. It was Blake's turn to take the lead, and we were soon on the move. With the distance closed, I pulled up to allow Blake to close the gap. Unfortunately, the deer figured out something wasn't quite right, and they made their way back into the bushline. chance of another deer around, we continued our stalk. And were soon rewarded with a spiker who had come to see what was going on. A well-placed shot by Blake, and we had our second deer down for the trip. Once again, the knives were out, the deer broken down, the meat loaded in the packs, and we're headed back to camp. It was great to spend a couple days in the bush, the reward of fresh meat for the freezer, a laugh or two with mates, and a chance to reset. Once back at camp, it was time for a quick coffee before we packed up and headed home, with the next hunt already planned in the pipeline.